taken some at 273. Just very less quantity because I'm not that confident to chase it. Reduce some at 291. Exited at 304. Yeah, went with very less quantity only. If I was getting a dip, I would have gone more, but not much dip. Wow, this is 320 now. No, Nagulan, it's basically sell on rise is what we are looking for. But since it actually opening close to S3, so either it is bouncing to S3, we were looking to short, but it is just breaking 200 EMA and going. So I just entered at 273. We got 30 points. That's why very less quantity. Since we are chasing that 273, 291, 303. If I was getting a dip like or a bounce to even this level, no need to wait till this level. Even to this level, I would have been happy. Yeah, VIX is 3% up. Again, above 25. Put side, I will chase. Call side is where I normally, even when you see a bounce, I'm not that convinced, especially when war scenario is there. Otherwise, also normally I chase very less on the upside, the breakouts. I always wait for the pullback. Without that, I won't take. But put side, sometimes you may miss that. So even at least with small quantity, I will chase this. Call, I don't even chase with small quantity also, unless it is a very sure things which are very clear to us. That we spot a short covering or a very good positive news. Then only I'll go with chasing this. Otherwise, maybe at a higher level, it will come to the 20 MA. I'll take that trade. One trade I'll get. But downside, sometimes I chase, but maybe less quantity also I'll try, like what we have done here. Now it's breaking that low again. Yeah, it's at yesterday's low. Important level. No, that we are not looking for a support rate anyway. Even if it is giving a bounce, we'll look to short the market only. R3, there can be a bounce because that's where this high also was there. So if you see this high, R3, all these, and that's in a normal scenario, right? When you look at this high, when you look at R3, that doesn't touch. So it can act as support. If it is a normal price action, if it is a normal day, we can go for it. But when the market is having this tension, warfare, all these may not work also. Back to 320. Yeah, we just got this trade 273 to 303. Small quantity because we were chasing that. After this 200 EM only we took. Yeah, let's see what is happening here. I hope you got it, what I told. This high, right, and opening above that high. So once it comes to that level, technically it should act as a support. And there we have R3 also. So you should be getting a support unless it's not a war scenario or this uncertainty is there. If it is a normal market, we like to trade these setups. I would have taken this trade. But here situation is different. So I avoid. Can go to 300 points also because at one point, yeah, it's close to 300 point now. Let's see at 23,000. Maybe we can try small. That's again against the trend, but can try. I would say wait for the bounce to sell again. Let's see that you're getting a bounce there. But any bounce will get sold into. I did some here at 301. Yeah, small quantity. Here also I'll add. So look at that level. Even in this situation, you got a bounce there. So if it was a normal day, we could have easily, I hope you are getting that, you know, price action understanding. If it's a normal day, without any doubt, I could have taken a trade against the trend also. Even if it is gap down, it is coming down. I could treat this as an opportunity because the way market have gone up from here, the way it got that, previous day high and opening above that, R3 and everything. So normal day, I could have traded this confidently on the upside. Yeah, I feel like adding more, but again, at higher level, this has gone from 200 level to already 320. So at 20 to 200 EMA will add. VIX is going up. Quantity is just 130. They already took 130 and then exited. I added it, I think almost at the exit price itself. Reduce some here at 113, 313. Next addition we'll do at 200 EMA. Or when this low is breaking. That is something like We may get a quick move, but again, remember 23,000 is just below, so that they can take a support. So those who plan to take a trade when the low is breaking, they need to be very careful. Instead, this, if it is getting a bounce, that will be a better trade. Or instead of this low, 23,000 need to be broken. Yeah, this is at VWAP. This is also at VWAP. Let's see who win now, whether this break or this one break. So I would say if it is a low capital, even this also you don't want to chase, because even if you see from here, actually I was looking for a bounce from 23,000, because here we have seen almost 270. At one point we were looking for around 300 point gap down, and Gift Nifty was also indicating almost 23,000 level. So at 23,000 we should have got a technical bounce or a psychological bounce, whatever. So it's not good to trade after this lows breaking. If at all you need to try, what we did, the second edition I did is at this pivot. Again, very less quantity because I want to add more here. Yeah, pivot is there, VWAP is there, but VWAP will rely not much on the first 30 minutes. First trade gave us 30 points, 273 to 303. In fact, it went to 323 also. So that is why second edition 301, reduced some at 312. So even if we get to this day's low, we can exit that. Yeah, Arun, we look for sell on rise. If it is a normal scenario, I would have definitely gone for a call trade here. In normal markets, we are trading. I told you the reason also. But today we are not looking for counter trade. Last day we were trying a put here because market is in war related news. So this was completely unlikely that you get such a kind of move. Even previous day was even more positive. But look at what we got, and look at what we got on this day. So it's in fact it was so surprising for me. Yeah, if it comes to days low somewhere here, you can close this trade. 320, 320, 322 levels. If you get what was the high? 323. Getting that. I'll exit this at 325. Done for the day. Yeah, so the first trade is this entry at 273, went till 303, 30 points. then 301, 325, 24 points. Now it's coming close to that day's low. Yeah, but this time put premium have spiked more, right? Exactly at this level. Premium is more than what you have seen here. That is because VIX is rising almost from 2% it was at this point now to 5-6% higher. Now we got good trade, but the quantity is less because we are entering at a tough level. So first trade also we were chasing. We never got that pullback that we were looking for. Normally we wait for pullback. Just because it's on the downside, I chased. If it is a upside, I won't chase. You didn't see that I'm chasing this, right? So just it is downside. I chased, but less quantity, managed it. So we got this trade. And then again waited for what? This bounce to this level and got this trade. In case if it was failing, I was planning to hold till 200 EM at that point. I could have added more here. Now again, you are getting a bounce there. So how many of you got this? Any one of this trade? Perfect. Santosh, VIX is increasing means premiums will increase, especially on the put side. So one thing now itself we can see here is, look at the way VIX is spiking. So VIX was here. So market was at this level. First candle at this level. You got this premium at around 320 was the high. Now market is at the same level in this candle also. This low and this low, it's the same. But premium moved slightly higher because VIX have moved higher. So when VIX is moving higher, that shows fear and that shows uncertainty. People buy more puts for hedging or for because of fear. So the demand will automatically go higher here. The price will go higher. The reverse will happen on the call side. Premium will crash fast. So if VIX was remaining as the same, we wouldn't have get 330 on this. We would have got something like 319, 318 only, because at the same level. At least 1 or 2 rupee less than what you got before. But VIX was going up. That's why this premium moved faster. Simple. This shows uncertainty. This shows fear in the market. Remember, even last day when the market was going higher, I was talking about this point. VIX is not moving down much. VIX is, yes, down, but 1% only. But previous day when we saw this kind of market, VIX was 5%, 6% higher. Now 6% higher. So when market moves up, VIX should fall. Market going down, chances of VIX is bouncing higher is also high. 340. No, leave it. We're not chasing. Breaking the low. Maybe 23,000. It can come. But still look at that support it took at that level, guys. We were talking about that. That is for learning purpose. We didn't took a trade on the call side. We could have got a 20-25 point trade. Normal day, it could have given even more bounce also. Maybe it had the potential to give a move till 20 MA or even till days high when you get such kind of setup. This big rally came to that low. So many will be waiting there. Previous day high, that will act as now support. R3 was also there. It's a perfect scenario. Even in this situation, you got a small bounce. So normal scenario, have a potential for this to move till 20 or even till day's high.